A very good afternoon to all our guests who have joined us this afternoon. My name is Lebogang Mokoena, and I will be your host for the 2020 IITPSA President's Awards. Although this is the 42nd President's Awards event, this is the very first time it is being hosted virtually. Just because we are not able to connect in person, we would still love to hear from you. So pop us a note in the chat box found on the right-hand side of your screen and let us know, where in the world are you located? Just some other housekeeping tips to help you familiarize yourselves with our events app. You can upload your profile picture if you click on the top left menu and click on your profile name. If you have any technical difficulties, you will find an FAQ in this menu too. Or alternatively, just click on the Get Help button at the bottom of the screen. If you are curious to see who else is online, well, have a look at the attendee list found on the right-hand side of your app. Are you ready? Are you all settled in? Well, hope you have something to drink and snack on to make this celebratory event more enjoyable. The theme of the award ceremony is based on excellence in adversity, which really sets out to recognize those IT professionals who excelled during the particularly challenging year of 2020. Having said that, the IITPSA would like to acknowledge all IT professionals who worked so tirelessly in 2020. We know that more than ever, IT professionals played a crucial role in minimizing the impact of lockdown and keeping businesses running, and would like to thank each and every one of you for your continued professionalism during what was an extremely difficult time. The award ceremony, which would have traditionally been hosted in person late November, was delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic. But we are pleased that through the latest event technology, we are able to host today's event. To all our finalists, watch out for a notification pop-up message that will appear on your screen to invite you to the virtual backstage. Should you be announced as the winner, we will bring you on to our virtual stage, so please have your webcam and mic on so that you can say a short acceptance speech. We would like to acknowledge our 12 judges who gave up some of their time to participate in this rigorous awards process. Without their commitment, these awards would not be possible. Thabo Mashegwane, Admire Moyo, Adrian Hinchcliffe, Adrian Schofield, Adrian van Eerden, Ahmed Ismail, also known as Smiley, Professor Barry Dwolatsky, Professor Helena Barnard, Moira DeRoche, Ranka Jovanovic, Simnikiwe Mzekandaba, and Chifiwa Ramutaha. Before we get started with the awards, I would like to invite Tony Perry onto stage for the official IITPSA welcome address. Tony Perry is the CEO of the IITPSA and has more than 30 years of experience in the ICT profession. Over to you, Tony.
Well, a very, very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to this, our very first virtual IITPSA President's Awards. The manner in which we are staging this awards event encapsulates much of what we all experienced during 2020. The year was unexpectedly challenging, and it forced us all to change the way we lived and worked. Although we always enjoy face-to-face networking at our annual IITPSA Gala Awards events, there is a silver lining to having this one as an online event. We are now able to welcome members and guests from across the country, and indeed outside of our country and continent, with no price for admission, no limits on seating, and at no risk to anyone. This is just one example of how the pandemic forced a change in mindset and heralded the arrival of a new normal. As a SACWE recognized and IFIP IP3 accredited professional body for South Africa's ICT practitioners, we are proud to say that our members and ICT professionals across the country helped to minimize the impact of the pandemic and lockdown by deploying the solutions that kept public services running, allowed businesses to keep operating, and helped keep millions of citizens safely at home while they continued with their daily lives. As we noted at the end of last year, 2020 saw IT teams working through the night with little warning to enable home-based work for thousands of employees. IT professionals were on their phones and digital links literally for months, and in fact they still are, guiding remote workers through the basics of DIY, IT maintenance, and digital networking and collaboration to ensure business as usual. They lifted and shifted massive infrastructure into the cloud, upgraded security, developed new applications, and innovated rapidly to keep their teams not just functional, but actually enjoying work from home and sustaining the required levels of productivity. Many helped the organizations to pivot dramatically from bricks and mortar businesses to digital entities. Jobs were saved, customers were served, and public services continued. Every IT professional who worked through sleepless nights for many months to serve their organizations and communities was illustrating the IITPSA's own pillars of membership: professionalism, ethics, integrity, trust, and reputation. These are the very reasons why our theme for the 2020 IITPSA's President's Awards is Excellence in Adversity. Every IT professional who went beyond the call of duty deserves a round of applause for demonstrating excellence in the face of adversity during 2020. Let us applaud ourselves and our colleagues throughout the industry and profession. Thank you. As the Institute of IT Professionals, we believe that all IT professionals across the country deserve accolades for their efforts, both in 2020 and continuing into 2021. Unfortunately, as we know, we cannot give awards to everyone. However, our finalists for the 2020 President's Awards are shining examples of what can be achieved through professional excellence, integrity, and innovation. We congratulate every single one of our 2020 finalists and our eventual award winners, and we thank you for your efforts to develop, deploy, and apply information technology that makes a difference, even in the face of extreme adversity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Tony, for setting the scene. Next, I would like to invite the IITPSA president on stage for the presidential address. Not only is Thabo the president and board chairman at the IITPSA, he was also recently appointed as the chairman of the Africa ICT Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen, Thabo Mashengwane.
Thank you, Lebo, and good afternoon to everyone. Despite a supremely challenging year, we are encouraged to see signs of hope emerging in our country. You can see that the vaccination program is starting to make progress. Analysts, on another hand, they are so cautiously predicting growth, and we see efforts to crack down on corruption. The Receiver's Office managed to exceed its expected revenue collections this year, and South Africans are adapting to the new normal with sheer grit and determination to carry on. As we always do when times get tough as South Africans. Indeed, our country still faces huge challenges: unemployment, poverty, and aging infrastructure. But this is a big ship to turn around, and the growth and prosperity we all hope for cannot just happen overnight. But we as ICT professionals hold some of the keys to driving this change. Our skills and solutions can help turn this ship around. Without our technologies, public service will actually remain slow and error-prone, and evidence of corruption will remain buried beneath the mountains of paperwork. And cost-effective services could not be delivered at scale. As we've seen during 2020, there can be no doubt that ICT is critical for business and society now. Across industries, digital transformation was fast-tracked due to lockdown, and ICT helped mitigate the disruption to almost all sectors, whether it was education, it was work, and society in general. Large enterprises and tiny retailers alike were able to pivot to digital in order to survive. They discovered that they not only survived, some of them managed to thrive by being able to scale their offerings and reach the new markets. Our public sector used digital channels to inform and engage with the nation on life-saving initiatives and general service delivery. Children and students were able to continue their education, and thanks to remote learning, unemployed youth discovered new opportunities for remote work using digital platforms. We proved during this pandemic that ICTs are the key to convenience, opportunity, and even to safer lives. But as we experience these myriad ways in which ICT could make our lives safer, simpler, and better during 2020, we also became painfully aware of how many millions of our countrymen and women were not able to enjoy the benefits of either remote work, homeschooling, online shopping, digital public services, and streamed entertainment. This is due to just looking at 1 hour of video calling. It can use up over 1 gigabyte of mobile data, which for many is more than a month's supply, sometimes priced at over 100 rands. How can poorer communities participate in remote work meetings or full days of video schooling when they are limited to mobile data priced beyond their reach? We know that technologies exist to solve this problem by compressing video, reducing the cost of data, and lower the barriers to digital participation. We need to make these solutions more visible and available. We need to level the playing fields and ensure that ICTs as critical infrastructure are put into the hands of every South African so that everyone has equal access. The ICT industry needs to advocate for policy that is more favorable for the majority. We need to work together to give all people access to the internet they need, now more than ever. ICT needs to be talking to the government and forming partnerships across policy and implementation. We need to be working together to create digital education platforms that are free and or low cost, coordinated and transparent. As we reflected last year, the pandemic has proved that ICT is in fact critical infrastructure, as important as roads, sanitation, or healthcare. ICT access is becoming a human right, and without it, millions of people cannot access education, jobs, vital information, and services. We must create infrastructure and policies that give all communities and all South Africans equal access so that they too may benefit from information, education, opportunities, and convenience. This will help upskill our youth and grow small businesses. Ultimately, this will prove to be an investment in our economic growth, which will help address our biggest challenges and be good news for all of us. Today, we recognize ICT torchbearers who have made excellent progress in showing what digital technologies are capable of. And we congratulate all of our finalists and the winners to be announced today. I thank you.
Thank you, Thabo, for your opening address. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 different award categories which we are handing out awards for. The first award category is for the Distinguished Service in ICT, which is presented by the IITPSA in association with Engineer IT. It recognizes an individual who is seen as a role model and mentor, who has demonstrated a long-term commitment to the aims and objectives of the Institute of Information Technology Professionals, South Africa, and who has made an outstanding career-length contribution to the SA ICT industry. The recipient of the award is determined each year by the members of the IITPSA Board of Directors, the IITPSA Members Council, the Committee of Past Presidents, and representatives from Engineer IT. I would like to invite the IITPSA CEO, Tony Perry, back on stage to deliver the citation for this award.
Thank you, Lebo. I am truly honored to be able to deliver the citation for a truly well-deserving recipient of this award for 2020. The awardee is a long-standing member of IITPSA, having joined the then Computer Society on the 17th of May, 1982, and he's both a fellow and professional member of the Institute. He was instrumental in revitalizing the Eastern Cape chapter a few years ago and served as the chapter committee chairperson for a good number of years. On his watch, the Eastern Cape Chapter Committee reintroduced annual awards in their province, and currently, they are the only IITPSA chapter to host such regional awards. He is a very accomplished and respected academic and researcher, having published hundreds of peer-reviewed articles and papers and mentored and supervised dozens of postgraduate students. He holds, listen for this, 2 doctoral degrees, a Doctor of Philosophy and a Doctor of Business Administration, and is a Professor of Computer Science at the Nelson Mandela University in Port Elizabeth. In February 2021, in recognition of his outstanding contribution, dedication, and expertise in his field, and the qualities of his contributions in teaching and learning or academic engagement, he was one of only 5 professors to be appointed as a distinguished professor at Nelson Mandela University. He has indeed dedicated his entire career to progressing the ICT profession through his students and his research, and he's contributed significantly both to the profession and to the work of our very own IITPSA over many, many years. It is indeed a pleasure to recognize a friend and a colleague, distinguished Professor Andre Karlitz of Nelson Mandela University in PE, as the IITPSA Engineer IT Distinguished Service in ICT Award recipient for 2020. Congratulations, Prof. Andre. So well done and so well deserved.
Oh, thank you so much, Tony. And the team is going to now bring Andre online so that we can hear from him and probably just get a few words. Let me check with the team. We've got him right here. Hi, Professor. How are you?
Good afternoon out of windy Port Elizabeth.
Oh, yes, Gqeberha, correct?
That is correct.
Well, Professor, congratulations on your award. Do you have a few words to accept this award?
Thank you very much, Claire, and Tony, thank you very much for this. It's a big surprise for me this afternoon when I received the email. And I would just like to say in 1982, I started off with the Computer Society of South Africa. And my objective was to bring the academia and industry together. And also today, I still believe that the Institute for IT Professionals and Industry, that collaboration has gone very well. And I have also promoted through the South African Computer Lecturers Association and the Institute of IT Professionals a closer bond with the Institute and academics. And I would like to grow that in the future. Thank you very much for the nomination of the award, and I really appreciate it.
Well, congratulations, Professor, and thank you so much for those amazing words. Moving on to our next award category, which is for the Social Responsibility Community Award. This award recognizes a person or team that delivers IT benefits on a not-for-profit basis into the community or for bringing a community into the IT space. This award is presented in association with IT Web and the Gordon Institute of Business Science. We have 3 finalists in this category. Girl Code. Girl Code is a registered non-profit organization aimed at empowering young girls and women through technology. Established in 2014 and a level 1 triple BEE contributor, Girl Code believes that the more women get involved in technology, design, development, and leadership, the more successful and diverse companies and their products will be in the future. Takalani Nechitenze, also known as Taki. Taki is the Chief Officer and Executive Director of External Affairs for Vodacom South Africa and Chairperson of Vodacom Foundation. She is a public policy development expert who is passionate about corporate social responsibility. Venetia Nayagar. Venetia is the founder of the Crypt IT company focusing on cybersecurity, technology, and information risk and compliance. Through her company, Venetia builds up communities and females in technology to grow by providing internship programs to graduates, creates and drives mentorships and training programs for women to embark on STEM-based careers. And the winner is Girl Code! All right, my team trying to contact. Unfortunately, we are not able to get Zandile from Girl Code online, so we will be moving on. Oh, she's coming on, she's coming on, she's coming on. Who would want to miss such an amazing opportunity to accept their award? We are getting Zandile. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? I was in shock after eating my snacks.
Well, we can scream together. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any words, just to thank for this award right here?
Yeah, no, I'm really grateful. I think the team as well for just the work that we do. I mean, we love it, and to be appreciated and supported for it is truly an honor. So thank you so much from me and the whole team. This is a blessing and an honor.
Oh, thank you so much, Zandile. And the blessings of working from home where you can hear the kids screaming in the background.
Yes.
Excited with you, Zandile. Thank you so much and congratulations to you. Our next award category is the Technology Excellence Award, which recognizes a person or team who has made exceptional and/or innovative use of information technology, or has designed an innovative new technology for an organization and has exhibited technological excellence that has delivered measurable benefits for business and/or the SA economy. This award is also presented in association with IT Web and the Gordon Institute of Business Science. We have 5 finalists in this category. Andre Jacobs. Andre is the Chief of Product Engineering at IoT.next, where he is responsible for the company's global software and hardware engineering. CFAM Technologies. CFAM Technologies, a Northwest University spin-off company, is a Potchefstroom-based company that specializes in the design and manufacturing of extrusion processing plants and technology. Eldred Jordan. Eldred is the founder and chief executive officer of govchat.org, the official citizen engagement platform for the South African government. Currently, he serves as digital communications advisor to various African governments and is a United States of America Department of State IVLP alumni. Takalani Nechitenze. As mentioned for the previous award, Taki is the Chief Officer and Executive Director of External Affairs for Vodacom South Africa and Chairperson of the Vodacom Foundation. Zahir Mamuji. Zahir is the IoT.Next vertical business lead for digital building solutions and pre-sales team leader. He has a background in consulting and IoT, leading projects, proposals, and dynamic teams. And the winner is Andre Jacobs. Congratulations, Andre Jacobs. We are checking with our team if we have him waiting in our virtual backstage. Let me welcome him to say a few words. Hi, Andre, how are you?
Hi, well, and yourself?
I'm doing fantastic, but most importantly, congratulations on your award.
Thank you. It's a wonderful honor. Thank you.
Would you like to share a few words with regards to this honor?
Yes, please, if I can.
Yes, you can.
I just want to say thank you to the IITPSA for this award. The technology is very close to my heart, and this trophy will find a special place on my wall. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that believed in me and getting me to this point in my career. That's really special. Thanks for all the votes of confidence I've received in the last few weeks. That was really great. Nice to hear from all of you. Special thank you to my supporter family, my awesome colleagues who's on this tech journey with me, my company IoT.Next, and the founders, Nico, Terry, and Bertus. They really allow me to excel and give me freedom to do what I want, so it's really special. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andre, and a big, big congratulations to you and the team that you've just mentioned. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now be taking a short 5-minute break, but I won't be leaving you alone. I'll be leaving you with some entertainment from Ayo Solanke, the saxophonist. Thank you so much, Ayo. Wow. I hope you at home enjoyed that and had a moment to stretch your legs to some of those great songs by Ayo. Well, next up on our agenda is the Visionary CIO of the Year Award, which is presented in association with IT Web and the Gordon Institute of Business Science. This award recognizes a personality on the other side of the IT vendor and service provider sector, an executive in the corporate IT environment who has demonstrated visionary leadership in applying technology to grow and transform business. We have 5 finalists in this category. Ashley Singh. Ashley is CIO for Sanlam Corporate, where one of his key responsibilities is to develop an IT strategy aligned to the business, embedding agility with DevOps and automation, modernizing the application ecosystem, and leading the cluster to create new paths in response to the pandemic. Helen Constantinides. Helen is an EXCO member and Group CIO for AVBOB Mutual Assurance, who believes that the bridges of technology that we build needs to be strong enough to hold honest conversations for change and transformation of technology in the business. Mervyn Goliath. Mervyn was appointed as the Chief of Service Delivery at BCX, with subsequent tenures as interim COO and as Managing Executive for Sales in the mining, industrial, and resources sectors. He is presently responsible for running the data networks business, where end-to-end application-centric infrastructure software-defined networks is at the heart of his latest transformation ambitions. Nomti Nelwamondo. Nomti is a high-performing and solutions-driven Chief Information Officer at Assupol, with 7 years plus of experience at executive level and 20 years experience in ICT. Dr. Stanley Mpofu. Dr. Stanley Mpofu, an alumni of the University of the Witwatersrand, is the Chief Information Officer of the university. Dr. Mpofu has expertise in ICT business strategy, digital transformation, cybersecurity, mobile strategy, and cloud strategy. A little unusual, we have two joint winners for this award this year, with award judges noting that both awardees are fully deserving of the award and they were unable to separate the two in terms of achievement. And the first of the joint winners is Nomti Nelwamondo. And the second joint winner is Dr. Stanley Mpofu. Well, let us get them online and hear a few words. But first up, let me speak to Nomti. Let me see if Nomti is here. Hi, Nomti, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Nomti. It's such a pleasure to speak to someone, as great as you. And congratulations on your award. Do you have any words in reception of this award?
Yeah, Mike Tyson one day said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. I think the pandemic did that to us in 2020. Fortunately, many of us were able to rise, and the Assupol IT team and its leadership were such a team. I received this award humbly on their behalf. Thank you for the nomination and the recognition.
Thank you so much, Nomti, and it's great to see that you value the whole team in bringing you this award. Let us now speak to our other recipient, Dr. Mpofu. I'm sure he's in the background. Hi, Dr. Mpofu. Congratulations on your award. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to the whole congregation present here today. I am okay, so I'm very well.
We are very honored to have you join us here today, and congratulations on your award. Would you like to share a few words in reception of your award?
Yes, firstly, I want to appreciate the humbling experience of being nominated. It is quite humbling indeed. And I would also like to highlight the following, which are contributors to what I do on a day-to-day. So I want to start by thanking my family, which is wife and kids. I want to thank my VETS ICT team, of which, if it wasn't for this team, there was nothing I would have delivered or even led to a nomination. I also want to thank the VETS leadership, the Vice Chancellor, the Chief Operating Officer, and the deans who actually gave me unwavering support during the 2020 period in which the COVID pandemic was something that we had to deal with at the time. Unfortunately, I'm going to also thank someone that is no longer alive. That is my father, who never went to school, but gave me inspiration to work hard to where I am today. And lastly, I want to thank the IITPSA as an organization for allowing an opportunity for me to be a participant, and also want to thank the judges for recognizing the efforts that I've done as part of my responsibility as the CIO of Wits University. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mpofu, and for those kind words for all those that have contributed to you achieving this amazing award. And congratulations to Nomti too, and for this inspirational award. Moving on to our last award category, which is the IT Personality of the Year. This award, which is also presented in association with IT Web and the Gordon Institute of Business Science, recognizes a personality on the other side of the IT vendor and services provider sector, an executive in the corporate IT environment who has demonstrated visionary leadership in applying technology to grow and transform business. There are 3 finalists in this category. Karen Naderson. Karen is CEO of PayU South Africa and is a passionate advocate for women in technology. She leads diversity and inclusion for PayU Africa and is the chair for the e-commerce forum of South Africa. Lynette Handemark. With over 20 years of experience in the tech, digital marketing, and mobile solutions space, Lynette co-founded specialist mobile solutions consultancy, Useful and Beautiful. She has a passion for creating great customer experience that harnesses the power of mobile and digital to help businesses achieve their omni-channel goals. Ntutugo Shezi. Shezi is an electromechanical engineer and former strategy consultant at Accenture. He is an expert in business strategy, business planning, and business model generation. He holds 2 patents, 12 trademarks, and over 80 local and international domains. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 IT Personality of the Year goes to Ntutugo Shezi. Congratulations to Ntutugo. And we have him here. He's already celebrating. Congratulations, Shezi. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm so pleased at this award. Really, totally honored. Um, the work we've done with Livestock World, which is bringing agriculture to everyone. It's been 6 years of work, and finally it's paying off, and the recognition from yourselves is a cherry on top. It makes all the sleepless nights worth the while. Thank you so much.
Is there anybody in your team that you would like to thank in particular?
Yes, my staff. I think my staff have carried the company so much. So thank you, team. This is to you. This is the work that you are doing, and the world is starting to see all the great work you've done. And most importantly, my wife as well, who's had to put up with all my late nights and early mornings. So thank you so much for being the support. Thank you so much.
Well, Ntutugo, thank you so much. And we could see that you were expecting this a little bit because the dress code definitely looks like a winner. Congratulations to you and the supporting staff that you have just mentioned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of our proceedings. And on behalf of IITPSA, I would like to congratulate all the winners once again, and as well as all the finalists. It takes true leadership skills to have excelled during this adverse period we have all been through. Each and every one of these individuals played such a huge role in transforming their organizations and touching lives of others during the process. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep doing the great work you are all doing. Stay safe, and until next time, I bid you farewell.